Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Gear Vlogs. All right, don't mind me, I gotta put the shades on because the sun is shining right in my face. I'm gonna have to move this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so like the title says, today we are gonna talk about base layers. First things first, we gotta roll some music.
Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze. I can't stop staring. You've put
That's
a
enough
spell
music.
on me.
That's enough music. All right, base layers. So, the layer that is directly against your skin. Now, what I've got here is just a pile of different base layers that I have in my collection. I'm not gonna get into the real detailed specs of the garments. What I will discuss, I think the cat is here. For those of you that are looking to get out and you're not sure what to wear for a certain activity, that's what this is. It's just a basic guideline of what I do, what I've owned, what I wear for different activities. You do your own thing. This is just a suggestion. Now, as far as the material itself, I'm gonna keep it very simple. You have basically three, okay? So you've got cotton, you've got your synthetics, and then you've got your wool. Now somewhere in there, there's a blend of a certain percentage of wool mixed with a synthetic fiber. Maybe cottons have a blend of something, but I'm keeping it just to the basics. You want to try to stay away from cotton because the problem with cotton is, even though it's nice and soft on the skin, when cotton gets wet, it does not insulate and it takes quite a bit of time for it to dry, okay? So we're gonna just stick to these two, the wool and the synthetic. I wear synthetic base layers in the summertime, except for maybe late summer going into fall. In the evening, I always have a wool base layer standing by, especially if I've been in the water, because if you catch a chill, the wool can actually warm you up quite a bit quicker. And so for myself, I always keep wool on standby, even cool evenings in the summertime. So you've got a crew neck, which is like this one here, okay? A zip neck, which is what I'm wearing right now, and the reason why I did that was just to show, right? You can unzip it, and when it's zipped up all the way, it gives you a little bit more coverage up higher in the neck. It helps to keep that draft out of the back of your neck. All right, I'm gonna put these ones aside at the moment. We'll just talk about the base layer tops, and then we'll move on to the other ones. So I've got two different piles. I've got my wool, and then I've got my synthetics. There's different types of wool. You may have heard of rag wool, like the big, thick gray socks with the red stripe. You know, that's the older style of raw wool, okay? It's called rag wool. And the problem with that, for a lot of people, is that it's very itchy. It's not very soft. It does a good job when it's against your skin, but it can be very itchy. Now, something that's been on the market for quite some time, and a lot of people still don't know about it, is Merino wool. Not Marina, like where you park your boat, but Merino. These ones that I have, that crew neck, this zip neck that I'm wearing, this is Merino wool. And the nice thing about Merino wool is that it is quite soft. So it's very comfortable against the skin. Okay, now, here I have, this one is synthetic. Another zip neck. I would probably say that this one is lightweight as well. The inside is almost like a fleece lining. It's very soft on the skin. And it was on, I don't know, a big sale. I like my sale items. This one is really lightweight. And this one has the little thumb holes. So you'll see a lot of the shirts has a little thumb hole, so when you put your hand through the sleeve, if you're, say, you're rock climbing or you're doing something and you don't want your shirt riding up, you can put your thumb through the little hole there, and then it helps to keep your shirt from riding up, which tends to come in handy. Some of them will have, like this one shirt says 200. Well, it's its own rating for its thickness. My other one says 260, so it's a little bit thicker. It's easier just to go with lightweight, midweight, heavyweight as far as your base layers go. All right. Next. So the same principles go for the long underwear. Okay. So there you go. You got your long johns, your long underwear. All right. Mine, wool. So these ones are lighter. Like I was saying, these are a 200 weight, which I would say is a lightweight. And then I've got another pair that are a midweight. So these ones are definitely thicker, and I notice a big difference when I'm doing activities between the two of these. And yes, I do have wool boxers. So these are merino wool boxers. I use all winter long. Recommend is don't go crazy spending a whole bunch of money on this stuff. Try one thing first, see how it works for you, and then sort of start adding to the collection, because it can add up in price. Some of them, especially with the full wool line, but it's worth it. It's an investment in your comfort. Socks. So these are wool. These are really thick. So these are for really, really cold days. I must have a dozen or 15 pair of wool socks in different thicknesses. Yeah, I just do. I even have my wool beanie. Okay. So that's pretty much, you know, the rundown for base layers. Synthetic, wool, lightweight, medium weight, heavyweight, crew neck, zip neck, and you can get that all the way from your socks to your boxers, long underwear, your top, even your toque. I even have, I'm not sure where they are, but I even have merino wool glove liners that I could put into my big ski gloves. So it's available in just about everything you need. I am a huge advocate for wool against the skin, but that's what works for me. There you go. That's the straight goods. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Better than